successful career ahead of that young man.
Best in the B group earlier on today, 165 kilos in the snatch. But I said the best actually, the best is actually 185, which is quite interesting. So both Chinamen, both of the Chinese lifters I should say, on their way. So still 165 on the bar.
Well, we knew this was going to be a very close competition with only a 12 kilo spread.
But here's a really interesting fact, David. So Yong with 171. And just reflecting on Ediev there, you see, he finishes on 170, David. That's 15 kilos behind Rybakov. So Rybakov clean and jerks 195. And so, you know, now you're looking at someone like Ediev.
11.
Yeah.
Which he's not going to do.
Exactly. So we know that Rybakov can't be worse than 10th, because he's bound to take the scalp of Ediev. And I'm sure he's going to take a few other scalps as well. So, Yong, second in the national games, pumping himself up here. Snatched 172.5 in the Chinese national games last month. Very good.
Nice technician. Smooth.
I think both the Chinese very good at this lift.
Quite verbal. He said, see, it's easy, wasn't it?
It's interesting how the options come in there. Very good example of, you know, under the old rules, a fight, it would have been 5 kilos or 7.5, 6. So Yong, 165, 171, 175. There's the progress you can see. So this to go ahead of his teammate. Both of them snatched 172.5 in the national games. But it was Ayun who was more successful in the clean and jerk.
If he does this, he'll have something to say.
Oh, they are technically so good to watch. And the other side of this coin, David, is we're seeing China at full range right through the weight classes.
That's right, they used to just dominate in the very, very lighter classes, but I suppose with the Olympics in China next time round, they're starting to bring on lifters throughout the whole of the range.
Well, I think also the fact is that because the Asian Games...
Well, the advantage is that men like this know exactly what they need to do.
Well, there were one or two who tried 200, but basically all of the B group, or the majority, yeah, they're all round about 195. And this is Yong, second in the national games, and 205 was his mark in October. So of course, Yong, that takes him to 375. And when you look at these lifts going in as openers, David, you think, well, you know, Rybakov's really got no chance. 375, this man's only 5 kilos behind him. He's lighter than Rybakov. He's surely going to overtake him, but the next 5 kilos might be quite interesting.
He is now trying to improve it.
So now Yong, 375. Now
he's going for a junior world record in the total here.
Yes, because he's going 205, correct? So this will be 380. And he's lighter as well. So this for the overall lead and a new total junior world record. And Rybakov is pushed back down into overall silver.
And again, a world record in the total for junior. It is now updated on the board to 380 kilos.
So there's some good juniors coming through.
205 kilos remain on the bar.
Well, this is what you would expect in the new cycle, new Olympic cycle. But look at the Chinese here, David, as we said. Here's a young man, only 19 years of age. And again, demonstrating that the Chinese, well, they can be effective at any single weight category, man or woman. According to our printed entry sheet. But back to the business in hand. 210 for Yong. So this is for a total of 385 kilos and a new junior world record total.
And incidentally, this is more than the weight that won the Olympic Games. Just to show you how things are moving on again.
Yeah, this is more than Azanidze, who totaled 382 and a half. 19 years of age, what a future this young man has. But he still might not win.
6 good lifts.
So, can't ask more of him than this really good lifting. Technically, particularly in the snatch phase, but also here in the clean and jerk, so good.
Yes, this boy's got a bright future.